Codex just beat Claude Code, Kimi, and Alibaba's day-old Qwen in a straight 3-round fight. Same 3 tasks, same machine, every run recorded, and every receipt graded on camera. 4 coding agents, priced from $200 a month all the way down to 6. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly which one deserves your money in August 2026. And I'll be honest, the final scoreboard is not the one I expected to publish. Here's the field. In the first corner, Claude Code running Fable 5, the reigning favorite, $100 to $200 a month on max. In the second, OpenAI's Codex CLI running GPT 5.6 Tera. The model OpenAI shipped into Codex just days ago on the $100 Pro plan. In the third, Qwen 3.8 Max. Alibaba launched it yesterday, claiming it's second only to Claude. And I'm running it on their $6 a month token plan. And in the fourth corner, Kimi K3, $3 per million tokens. And the only fighter here whose weights you can actually download today. Alibaba says Qwen's weights go open next week. But a promise is not a download link. I've already fought each of these one-on-one over the past month. Those videos are linked below. But today, for the first time, all 4 walk into the same arena. 3 rounds. Round 1, build an app from a written spec. Round 2, debug a repo with 5 failing tests. Round 3, answer hard questions about a code base with 1700 TypeScript files with file path proof required. Every agent gets the exact same prompt typed into a fresh folder, one at a time on the same Mac, so nobody fights with a busy CPU. And none of this is judged by vibes. Every round has an automated grader. And these empty checkboxes you're seeing get stamped on camera as the results come in. Round 1. The spec is SplitFair, a bill-splitting web app in one HTML file. Add people, add expenses. Compute who owes who with a minimal set of transfers, survive a page reload. And here's the trap, hidden in the middle. Split $100 3 ways, and the app is not allowed to create or destroy a single cent. The grader clicks through all 6 requirements in a real browser. Claude went first and shipped in about 3 minutes. Clean state management, integer sense everywhere. Codex was almost twice as fast, and I watched it do something none of the others did. It spun up its own little JavaScript sandbox mid-run to prove its settlement math before writing the file. Qwen took the scenic route. 6 minutes of careful, methodical work on the $6 plan. And Kimi came in right behind Claude with a build that looked almost identical from the outside. The grader came back. Claude 6 out of 6, Qwen 6 out of 6, Kimi 6 out of 6, and Codex 5 out of 6 failed on reset. Except when I opened the code, Codex reset button was perfect. The real bug was mine. Codex had added a polite little "no people yet" message to empty lists, and my grader counted that message as leftover data. So on camera, I fixed the grader, reran all 4 builds through the same corrected version, and round 1 is officially a 4-way sweep, 6 out of 6 across the board. When the field is this good, the grader becomes the weakest link in the room. Worth remembering. If this receipts first testing is useful, hit subscribe because it's free. And if you want to back the work hit, join here or the supporter button on Facebook. Now, round 2. Round 2. Invoicely, a tiny invoicing library where 5 of 14 tests fail because of 3 bugs I planted myself. A pagination off by 1, money math done in floating point dollars instead of integer cents, and a cash total that never gets invalidated. 3 different classes of bug. The instruction is 1 line. Make all 14 tests pass, and don't you dare touch the test files. This round was over fast. Codex went green in under a minute. Claude and Qwen and Kimi all followed. Every single one finding all 3 planted bugs. And when I diffed the fixes afterward, 3 of the 4 had written nearly the same minimal patch. Cache invalidation, integer cents, page -1. Qwen was the only one with its own opinion. It looked at my broken cache and decided the library didn't deserve a cache at all, deleted it entirely. And honestly, that was the cleanest engineering of the round. 14 out of 14, 4 times over. On quality, this round is a dead heat, and the gap is pure speed and cost. Round 3 separates readers from guessers. I cloned TLDraw, 1700 TypeScript files, and asked 4 precise questions about its internals. What are the default zoom steps? How does edge scrolling slow down on small screens? Name every state in the double-click state machine. List the store's validation phases. And one rule with teeth. Every answer must cite the exact file it came from in this checkout, because I'm grep verifying every claim against a pinned commit. Codex answered all 4 questions in 50 seconds. It grepped straight to the right constants like it had been in that repo before. Kimi and Qwen both came back line precise, quoting file and line number for every claim. Claude took the longest this round, and it also did something nobody else did. It found a second speed multiplier buried in the user preferences that even my answer key had missed. 4 for 4, 4 times over. Every fighter in this field can read a strange code base and prove its answers. That sentence was not true a year ago. So here's the final board. And remember, I ran this entire gauntlet twice. Once headless as a rehearsal, once on camera. And the finishing order shuffles between runs. But the verdicts never moved. Quality. 12 perfect scores out of 12 for everyone. Which means the crown comes down to speed and money. And there it isn't close. Codex. Every round won on both. 3.5 minutes of total work. 32 cents of compute equivalent. Kimi second on speed at about 6 minutes and $1.39. Claude, 7.5 minutes. And the priciest sticker in the fight, $5.67. Though if you're already on max, that marginal cost is 0. And Qwen, slowest at 9 minutes. But the entire day of testing lived inside a $6 monthly plan. Your champion for August 2026. Codex running GPT 5.6 Tera. But a champion is not a recommendation. The honest answer is a matrix. And here it is. If you live in an agent all day and you're already paying for Claude Max, stay. Fable 5 gave the deepest answers in this test. The marginal cost is 0, and the ecosystem around Claude Code is still the strongest. If raw speed per dollar is the whole question, Codex on the $100 Pro plan is the value king right now. This fight made that undeniable. If your budget is a $6 bill, Qwen just made frontier class coding cheaper than a sandwich. And it aced every single gate. It's just slow. And if you need weights on your own hardware, compliance, air gap, or plain independence, Kimi K3 is the only answer on this board that exists today. And it finished second on speed while costing a tenth of Claude's sticker. 4 agents, 4 right answers, depending on who you are. Real talk. 90% of you watching haven't subscribed. On Facebook, subscribe is the supporter button. That is what keeps the lights on here. On YouTube, it's free and it tells the algorithm to send you more. Subscribe to support us. I've packed the whole championship into a free decision kit. The full scoreboard with every timing and every cost. The 3 arena prompts so you can rerun this fight yourself. The setup. Commands for all 4 agents. And the 1-page decision matrix. Comment the word champion and my bot sends it to you. Or grab it directly at hyperautomationlabs.co/free/champion. If you're just getting started, my 4 step-by-step beginner guides are linked below. The complete Claude Code guide, the OpenAI Codex guide for today's champion, the Claude Cowork sales guide, and the Claude Certified Architect Prep Kit. Follow on Instagram and Facebook for the daily cuts, and I'll see you at the next fight.